everyone, welcome back. Today is a very special day. This is something that a lot of you guys have been waiting for, including myself, but the day is finally here. I am so happy to tell you that my Lamborghini Huracan Super Chauffeur Evo, the wrap is finally done. So it is here right behind me. It looks absolutely insane. So let me go ahead and show you how it looks. Okay, so now that you guys saw it all around the 360, I want to talk about a little bit more why I chose this specific design, these specific colors. I know that a lot of you were telling me to just leave it without a wrap because once I removed the previous wrap, it was just pretty much, I mean, it pretty much looked like a Panda just because the doors were white and then everything else was just carbon fiber. And I know it was pretty cool. A lot of you told me, you know, don't do anything, just leave it like that, maybe just put the doors black. But honestly, it just wasn't me. Even though it looked pretty cool, I really wanted something that screamed more of myself, my personality, something bright, something feminine, but yet still aggressive, which I think this wrap right now, how it is, has everything of that. It's very feminine, very aggressive, still shows the sharpness, the lines, the angles of this car, but again, very feminine, which is something that was a little bit tricky, a little bit hard to come up with and put it all together. But I feel like how it is right now, it came out absolutely perfect. Coming up with this design and just the colors right now, how they are, everything, how it combines perfectly, at least for me. It wasn't as easy as you think at first when I spoke with the designer, which by the way, her name is Christina at Curvaceous Wraps. So if any of you have any car that you want to wrap, she's not even here locally in Arizona, so it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't have to be a Chauffeur, it could be like any car. She works with a large variety of cars. I will have all of her details down below in the description. She was absolutely amazing to work with. She gave me a lot of good pointers, a lot of good ideas. But when I first started coming up with this design in my head, I knew I wanted pink just because I really wanted this breast cancer theme that it has going on. But I was thinking of other colors to just support it. So other than the white and gold, I had other colors in mind. I remember when I first told her, she was like, I don't know if that's gonna be the best choice, which thinking about it now, I was like, yeah, that probably wouldn't have worked out the best. So again, she was very helpful with how everything came out. But at the end of the day, we came out with, of course, the pink, the white base, and the gold, which I think just complements it all just so well. I know that I've said this before on this channel that I'm really not a big fan of white cars, just because to me, white is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of plain, it's kind of simple, it's kind of boring. And especially with this car, I wanted something really bright. But I think this white turned out perfectly because it's not just any white, which I'm not sure how it's picking it up on camera. It's a shame that it's not that sunny today outside, but it is a white. It's a white base with a kind of like gold sparkle, goldish, I don't know, gold kind of glitter. That's how it looks like in the sun. So in the sun you can see it a little bit more, which again, I feel like it works perfectly with this gold, and it just complements here with the pink. So it's not just a regular boring old white, which is something I was a little bit scared of when I was gonna go see it. But once I saw it, I think it just tied it up completely. And again, it just really fits because it gives it a little bit more personality, a little bit more color than it just being a plain old white. So apart from the colors, I really wanted a design that just worked with this car. I mean, this car, like I said, it's, as you guys see, it's really aggressive. It has tons of angles. It has a lot of details that I really wanted, again, something sharp, hence why there's a lot of just sharp angles, a lot of lines. There's nothing that's round that can just pretty much hide the angles and just make things look a little bit different than when they are, because again, this car has a lot of details that I just really wanted it to stand out. So that is how we came up with this. It took a lot of revisions, let me tell you, because at first, even though like my main thing was having a very feminine and aggressive one, I really wanted this breast cancer theme. Before deciding for it to go here kind of like, I don't know, kind of faded or kind of like in the background with the base of this pink, it was going to be kind of breast cancer ribbons throughout the car. But again, those are kind of round, and it just really wasn't working with this. So at the end of the day, we just decided for it to go here on the background with this pink, and then just work more with this gold that is a very, very reflective gold. Right now, again, like I said, it's a shame that it's not that sunny outside, but this is very reflective. Once you see it like under the sunlight, I wanted that to really emphasize just all of the angles. That's why we have it here on this lower fin. We have this giant line. We have it on the mirrors, on the front, just on many areas, like here towards the roof, to just really bring out the car. Of course, here on the side of the wing, and then just adding a little bit more here towards the rear. And of course, we have Woman.Driven at the bottom. Again, it really complements it, and it just screams loud, but again, not, I think it was done perfectly, not overdoing it too much, but just like the perfect amount that this car needed for exactly what it is. I had to move the car more towards this area just because of the sunlight, so now you can get a better look at it with the sunlight hitting, and you can see exactly to what I'm talking about when it comes to the white. So you can see the white sparkle. Hopefully the camera is picking it up, so it's not just a flat white, it really has that kind of goldish glittery sparkle that just really complements this gold wrap here. And then you can also see the gold wrap, how it just pretty much shines in the sun, which again, it looks just absolutely amazing. Like in person, once you see it, it's kind of like a wow factor seeing it. And now seeing it from this side profile, another thing that I wanted to mention, again, when it comes to like just the straight lines, this design of the side profile it kind of took us a little bit, just because again, we really didn't know the placement with the breast cancer ribbons, but now that it has these lines, I really like it, because to me it kind of looks like a fast effect. So once I have it in the track, once I'm driving in the track, I think like these lines really complement it, so it really just flows with the nature of this car, of it being at the track, it being a fast car. Another thing is that these headlights, these were wrapped in some iridescent film, and again, it complements just the sparkle here with the white and pretty much all the colors. So this car was wrapped here in AZ. It was wrapped by EA Wrap. They did such a good job. I am so happy. I was a little bit nervous, you know, of course, seeing the car, because of course I saw it with designs working with Christina, but once I picked it up, I was just absolutely in awe. So again, if you guys are here locally in Arizona, you have a car that you want to wrap, I would highly suggest working with EA Wraps. I'll have all of their details in the description down below, but I mean, just admire this beauty. It looks amazing. So a few more details that I wanted to show you about the car, about this wrap, that you wouldn't be able to see unless you're here in person and up close. So the first thing is these bottom fins. So there's both on the driver's side and on the passenger side, these have a little paw print, and they also have a quote. The quote says, "When I needed a hand, you gave me your paw." So this is something that I wanted to do for dogs that I've had in the past that have been very special to me. I am a huge dog lover, so they've passed. So I really wanted something that I can add to this car wrap to honor them by. Another thing is these louvers. So I feel like this design here worked very well with this car. I didn't want the lines or the breast cancer ribbons here just because, I don't know, I felt like it really didn't go. So with this design here, I have to say that Christina did help with it. She gave me a few ideas and I went with this one just because it's different, but yet it complements it really well. And then one last thing is this design right here. So this was a little bit hard kind of figuring out which shape or kind of like which design that would flow with the rest of the car. I know that this looks like a crown. This isn't something that I meant that oh yeah, I want a crown at the in the front bumper of my car, but this is just kind of like the best thing that worked out. I think it flows really well, but you know, I'm not mad that it looks like a crown. I think it flows really nice and it's a nice little detail. Why the breast cancer theme? So I decided to go with the breast cancer theme because my mom has stage 4 breast cancer. I knew from the moment that I got this car, the moment that I was going to remove the wrap and then just custom design a new wrap for it, that I wanted to have that breast cancer theme incorporated there. I wanted it to be the main thing. I just really wasn't sure when it came to the colors or the exact design of how I wanted it to just all come and turn out. So that's exactly where Christina came in. And she really helped me a lot. And not only that, another thing is, again, when it came to the paw prints, I am a huge animal lover. I am a huge dog lover. And of course, I had my 2 dogs that passed. I actually had one of them, which was my first dog that I ever had, pass away recently. And of course, that was something that broke my heart. But I knew that I wanted that to also be a part of this wrap as well. And again, Christina helped a lot with that. And I'm really, really happy with the design. Even though this car looks again, very aggressive, very nice, I don't know, wild, feminine. It goes way more beyond that. This car, how it is right now, with the breast cancer, with the paw prints, it is something very, very special to me. It is something that it just, again, it goes much deeper. It holds a lot of, you know, deeper meaning to me. So I am just so happy with the way it turned out. I mean, I have no words. It came out exactly what I envisioned. So let me know what you guys think with how the wrap of the Trofeo came out. Was it what you guys thought? Was it the colors? Because I know I was teasing a little bit earlier on, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.